right, y'all. Welcome to 100% Transparency. My name is Giovanni, and I got all my business partners here. Um, Welcome to episode one.
Yes.
It's gonna be one of those scenarios where we just gonna tell the people who we are, what we do, and give a little bit of insight. So I'm gonna start over here. What's your name?
Hey, what's going on, people? Patrick. Y'all need to know what I do?
Yeah, we do, man.
Well, I've been in public service for the past 10 years going on. Met these guys a while back, way back, where we started about, 15 years ago? About that.
Maybe 20.
Yeah.
Maybe 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
He's that old.
I think I'm hitting down 44. It's crazy.
Don't let this one fool you either.
I'm 25.
Forever.
But yeah, man, we're about to start something fresh right now, so very excited about the business ventures that we're about to get into, what we've already been in, and everything is going well. So that's good so far.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see the next step in everything that we're about to do.
Absolutely.
Right now, so,
Yep.
yeah.
So I guess I'm next, right?
Mm-hmm.
My name is Giovanni. I'm an entrepreneur. I've known these guys for a long, long time. And the crazy thing is, like, when you think about it, bro, we all met in the gym, bro.
Gym life.
Yep.
Literally,
Gym life.
all of us
Yeah.
met in the gym, man. So,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember you were having problems lifting like a 25 pounds.
Yeah, whatever.
You had to go spot him real
I had
quick.
to go spot him.
You want him to kill himself.
But the thing is, when I met him, I just started working out, like, and taking it serious, like,
Yeah.
long
We
time
all,
ago.
we all got to
man.
start somewhere.
So, but look at me now.
It's all good.
Yep.
All right, so
Yeah, man.
I'm Corey, everybody. In public service as well. Some private too. Take it however you want it.
yep.
But nah, man. Been down with these dudes for a very long time. 2025.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think about the first time that I went to 24 hour.
Yeah.
I was here. First, it was through Nixon.
Mm-hmm.
I was down here
Hey,
on.
shout out to Nixon, man.
Shout out to Nixon for real.
What up, Nick?
He's like the original OG, the
Original
mentor. He
OG,
taught me
man.
everything I knew in the gym and a lot of stuff about life in general. Just a genuine human being and a humble soul.
Yep.
So shout out to you, love you, dog. But yeah, I remember I was home one summer from college
Yeah,
on
yeah.
summer vacation. And dude, I was doing deadlifts and Nixon came over and was like, "Nah, let me show you what
doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong." And then somewhere along the way, I just kept coming down vacation after vacation, and I was running in. I think I ran into you 1st and then Patrick,
Yeah.
then D along the way. So yeah, it's just been super organic, man, and
Yes.
that just goes to show you like what just anybody who goes to the gym, it's just a certain level of consistency there,
Mm-hmm.
and it breeds true. That's why we're here today.
It kind of translated into the consistency and the discipline that we have to do what we're doing right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's up, you guys? I'm Daniel. Public service, maybe about between 8 and 10 years now. I met these guys, like they said, in the gym. The first time I met Gio was actually not in the gym. You was working at,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
but I met Patrick and
Yeah.
Corey about the same time.
Yeah.
But we're talking about 20 years.
About
20 years, very organic,
Yeah.
very low maintenance relationship.
Yep.
There's been a period of time where I didn't talk to these guys for a long time, but then we got back together and it's just
That's one of the things.
So-
Like we never missed a beat, yo.
No.
Like
Yeah.
it don't matter where
Yeah.
I was, where each other was. There was always a connection. Like
Yeah.
I got pictures in my phone from my birthday years ago when these cats surprised me and whatnot. It's just and we may not have talked for weeks at a time, but it's just been super organic, and I'm grateful for that.
low maintenance.
And I think that that's kind of important, man, because we all kind of we mesh together, bro. When I say super super important, like we mesh together very very well. Our mindset is damn near the same when it comes to a lot of things. So we kind of kept that relationship strong, regardless if we don't talk
Yeah.
every single day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So
You don't find that. You okay? So you might find like maybe one or two people like that, but to have a group of people
yeah,
that focus their dreams and focus is mainly the same thing.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if it was me and you, like all right, we got this. But to find two other
other
people
people. Yeah.
with the same mindset, the same goal, the same everything, like
And just the thirst for
Weird.
success
Yeah.
is there, man. It's burning.
Yeah.
We all know what the goal is.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about it all the time with,
Yep.
you know, it just, we're going to get there, and we have each other to, you know,
To support each other, man.
support each other, push each other to get to where we want to go.
And one of the things
that's-
that I think I want people to get from this quick little intro is when you're doing things in a group setting, you got to get rid of the ego. You got to get rid of the pride.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Super, super.
Absolutely.
important, man.
Absolutely.
Like, you got to get rid of the ego.
Absolutely.
You got to get rid of that pride, bro. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean? Everybody needs to be treated with the same level of respect. You know what I mean? And you have to be super, super, super honest across the board with everything that's going on, because you never really know what other person is going through, or what resources this other person may have that could take care of what you got going on. You see what I'm saying?
I think a lot of times, just as men in general, we let pride get in the way. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons that we calling it 100% transparency. Not only that, it gets rid of the fake ass bullshit, just in life in general, but when you talk about it within the circle and amongst each other, being 100% transparent, that could save you a lifetime of hurt, or lead you to go down the road where I don't think you should do that. And just like you said, like we're all like-minded, but we're so friggin' different, so different. But it works. Don't ask me why it works.
But it
What
works.
they call that?
but
A
it
synergy?
Yeah,
They call that a synergy. Right there. One word
works.
synergy.
Nobody gets in their feelings. Nobody's like, there may be times where I'm like, man, I gotta friggin' take a chill. I gotta break away for a bit, but I'm right back. Like I will never. I couldn't imagine just leaving everything out to dry. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people throw in the towel too quick, rather than be transparent and with each other as brothers.
Yes.
And let each other know, like, what's your day to day, what you going through. Is there anything I could do to help?
Yeah.
It don't have to be monetary. It don't have to be, physically or whatever like that. It's just on a mental standpoint.
And I think there's something that we do that I think I speak about it more. Like, and I tell you this because a lot of times you go to work and you hit me in the morning like, yo, what's up, man? And we chop it up on the phone. But there's a couple of words that each time he does it, you do it, or you, like, it's life changing for me, bro. Like when each of y'all will call me like on random days and be like, yo, how you doing? And I'm talking about business. I'm talking about this, bro. How are you doing, bro? I understand we got all of these things going on right now, but how are you doing today, man?
Right.
And it makes you pause for a second and just like, this man really asking me like how I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times us as human beings, bro, we got so much things going on. We're programmed to just automatically just address what's happening,
Right.
not internally what we're dealing with.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I could say that's super, super, super unique and organic thing that all of us do with each other. We always check in on each other mentally to make sure everyone is good.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
you have to, dog. You have to.
Appreciate that.
I think we should get into how did we get here, right? What happened or what did we go through that got us here? Got us to the Give Group.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Corey start that off.
All right. So we've been thinking about Give Group is centered around real estate. That's what we're into. we had been back and forth on it for years.
Yeah.
I remember when Patrick made a group years ago, and he was like, "Yo, who's putting in this amount, weekly or whatever to get things jumping?"
Yep.
Eventually, just getting into. We didn't know how we were going to do it, but we were just gathering a pool of money
Yeah.
to get into some kind of investing. And it wasn't consistent. Some people were sending the money here, some people were, you know what I mean? There was never, just wasn't that serious. Then, we all at some point in time decided to go outside of our circle. I, in particular, went into investing into trucking in a friend at the time's business, and invested roughly around, I want to say, a little over $30,000 to run a truck. It was like a lease agreement for like 5 years or whatever. For about 2 years, I want to say, I was seeing, somewhat of a steady return. I won't get into the specifics about the agreement, but it was basically, okay, the truck's being run, you invest a bulk amount of money into it. Whoever the owner of the fleet is keeps 20% of the proceeds of what the truck grosses. You take 80. At the time, I was leaving Florida, moving up to New York, which y'all know the cost of living in New York is a bitch.
Crazy.
So
Crazy work.
I didn't really know what to do with that lump sum of money at the time, so I invested it, and I started to see some good return. Some $2,000 months, 1,800 here. There were times I was getting lump sums quarterly. 5 to 10,000.
Yeah.
I didn't make back my initial investment. That I will get straight. And I don't want to make it seem like I didn't get any money at all. Right. So I did get some money, but at a certain point it stopped. While I was getting the money, and it was just like, you're sitting on your ass, hey, when's the deposit coming in or whatever? No, I'm sending it out and it drops in. So I start talking to Danny and Gio about getting into it. And they went through the same individual. Their terms, I don't think, was the exact same, but the concept was the same. Basically, you invest a certain amount of money. It brings in a certain amount of residual income.
Yes.
All right, correct me if I'm wrong, but somewhere along the way, no money was coming in your guys' term. I think you guys...
So you're saying you invested, but you were getting a little bit of return.
Correct.
And when they came in, they didn't even see nothing.
They didn't see nothing. He was hitting me up like, yo, what's going on? And I was like, well, I know the season is slow sometimes. I've been getting money like quarterly. I wasn't getting it monthly anymore. And I was just like, yo, just call him and ask him and see what's up. Eventually, I think one time they met up and he gave them like four G's or something like that. It's basically hush money if you ask me.
That was it.
You know what I mean? And that was it. That was it. Then I started to, I carry that with me even to this day, because it could have fucked up my character, which it didn't. A lot of people think that I had something to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. I don't know what was going on behind the scenes. At some point in time, he decided to add me as a representative on his business.
Without your knowledge.
Without my knowledge. It was just like, yo, I added you on the business just in case anything, like whatever. And I would brush it off. I didn't thought it was a legitimate business, which it was legitimate because it was a truck. He owned trucks and whatnot, right? But
essentially, he's probably setting you up as a fall guy.
Correct. So what happened was down the line now, I'm under the business now. Hey, I need your help. Do you mind, getting an Amex card from me or whatever like that? I saw the kind of money that he was bringing in or whatever. Like, dude was bringing in money. I'm not going to lie. And it seemed very successful, and there was a lot of times where, we bonded to a degree. I'm not going to lie. Seemed very genuine. There were times, but I'll tell you this. I never came out and asked him for shit. Anything that I was, given or whatever, it was always like, hey, if I'd come down for the weekend, yo, I need a rental. Like, how much is it? And he'd be like, nah, I'll take care of that or whatever. Didn't think anything of it. At a certain point in time, like eventually even my family started working with him, like going up to his house, taking care of the family or whatever, and it just seemed like a very organic relationship.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to me, there was a lot of people who he met through me that he got to do outside investing with, and sooner than I know it, like no money's coming in. They start getting screwed. I start to do my research, and I'm seeing all these civil suits online.
Yeah.
When you look into the details of the suits, you're seeing that the same truck is being leased to multiple people.
Different people, bro. The same.
If that ain't intent, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And for a while, like I always kept in touch with y'all,
Yeah.
but you know, that person drifted me away from my original brothers, and like no motherfucker could ever make me do that again. So it ain't gonna happen.
And I think that experience kind of showed us we got to bet on ourselves, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing that I learned from it, if we don't have at least 90% control of every single thing that transpires, I will never invest in it.
Yeah.
I refuse, because we have a certain level of respect for each other, right? This is not even on him. This is not on any of us. If Corey said this is what it is, that's just what it is. Ain't no questions on our side.
Right.
If this what it is, this is what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And the fact that we invested in somebody else, and to do that, it put a bad taste.
Right.
That's why we're like, you know what?
That's why we're here.
Let's put our money where our mouth is.
That's
bro.
why we're here.
Let's do the work ourselves.
Right.
Let's build something for ourselves. Because when we have sole control over every single component of what we're doing, there's no pointing of fingers.
Right.
If it falls apart, it's our fault.
It's on us.
Right.
It's on us.
Just what it is.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And I know he he beat himself up a lot, man. I'd be like, bro.
I mean,
That's
I-
understandable.
You know what I mean?
I
I
get
get
it.
it.
That's
I get it. When I say I
understandable.
get it, I understand.
That's
But it's
understandable.
not your fault, bro.
Right.
It's not.
Get it.
You know, the thing is this. I don't take those things as L's.
No.
It's lessons.
It's a lesson, bro.
It's a lesson.
Because I'm telling you, I learned a lot from that situation. Took a lot.
I honestly feel like that situation gave me the mindset I have now. Like, y'all know me, I'm probably the least. I'm not as much as a risk taker as y'all are.
Yeah.
Y'all know that already. But I'm gradually transitioning into that person.
Yeah.
And because of that situation, that gave me the mindset like, yo, life is bigger than a 9 to 5.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yes,
if
it is.
if your intentions are pure, I 100% believe that God will never let you fail.
Yeah.
Have the best intentions in heart. If you have a investor that come in somewhere and somewhere along the way a deal falls through, everybody know that no investment is 100% secure,
No.
right? But my thing is just like we say, be 100% transparent.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's the bottom line. So
So while y'all was going through that little situation,
Uh-huh.
I would say at the time my homeboy, he was you remember that Forex trading
Yeah.
thing? So I was much into stocks, but he was into the Forex trading, and he came to me and was like, and now granted, this dude I knew from like 10 years, whatever. We used to play soccer together. I'm godfather to 2 of his kids.
Oh boy.
You know what I mean? So it's
Close relationship.
close relationship.
I've
The
been
trust
they-
level was
I've been
there.
to the crib
They-
many
Even,
times.
yeah, you've been over to
they quick to make you some godfathers too.
yeah.
So
I've
that
been
trust
down that
level-
road too.
So that so
that trust
right,
level
that
was
trust
there.
level,
Yeah,
dog, was
yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying? So when he came to me and was like, "Hey, man, I'm about to do all this Forex thing. I'm reading up on it. I'm about to go get my certs and all that stuff. You know what I mean? You think this is something that you want to get into? We can get into it together. You know what I'm saying? Build a portfolio and all that stuff." And I'm like, I really don't know too much about the Forex trading thing. I'm mostly in stocks, as you know that. And I was trading on my own, making a decent little bit of money. But you got your homeboy coming to you like, "Hey, this could be a thing."
The big thing.
The big thing. And you're like, all right, cool. So at the time, he was like, all right. So I was like, so how are we gonna get the money to start this thing? It's like, well, let's shop around and get like loans and shit, right? Personal loans.
Yeah.
So I'm like, sound good, but all right. if we do get these loans, what is your forecast of us starting to make money on your trading abilities? Right?
Gotta
It's
have a
like,
plan.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I'm with it. I'm with it. So I was like, all right, give me like a month or 2 months. Let me see what your trading history would be, right?
Yeah.
So he came back to me and was like, yo, he's making this amount of money in this amount of months. I'm like, all right, I see it, right? I'm like, okay, this is probably something I could, invest in or whatnot. Anyway, so we went around and we got a couple loans. And I'm talking about those loans now because his credit was shot. So those loans now were coming from me, right?
Yeah.
Now, the goal was for him to make the money, pay off the loans, right, on the profit.
Yeah.
And now we're just working with profit. You know what I'm saying? Start getting loans. I'm talking about like at that time maybe like $80,000 to $100,000 in loans, bro.
Yeah.
Under my name.
Wow.
Right?
One shot.
And I was like, all right, he's gonna work it and start making some money, bro. At least you got back like $1,800 here or there in a month. But I never seen a dime come back. Right? Not a dime. And I guess at the time too, as time went on, the market kind of crashed when the housing market went down and all that stuff. So he lost all that money. So now I'm left holding
On the
bag.
hook.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now I got to find a way of digging out myself out of this hole. That happened. So now I'm working. I'm busting my ass at like trying to pay back all
Interest
this.
rate is
I'm
there.
talking about, yo, you're talking about one loan is like maybe $800 to $1,000 payment. You know what I mean?
The interest rate don't stop.
And interest just keeps on building, bro.
Piling up. Yeah.
And anyway, so I had my house and I moved out of my house, situation with my girl, whatever, sold the house, had some money in the bank, and dude came back again, hit me up like, yo, you know what I mean? I know you just sold the house. And this dude is really like,
Jeez.
you know what I'm saying? Like a piranha, dude, like coming at me, like trying to get
Persistent.
more money to like get into it and make back this money. And bro, I'm telling you, you got a slick tongue too, like, like a sweet tongue.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I took out some money out of the profit out of the house and I gave it to him again because I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? This is my man.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I believe in him and trying to get this thing up and running.
Running, yeah.
And, get some money back and so I can deal with this situation over there. Same thing, dog. Same thing.
I'll lose
You
my
know what I
mind.
mean? And at that point, bro, I think I told you, I'm like, bro, I don't think I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Do the most.
Yeah, do that, man. The most, bro. Fuck all that Godfather shit to your kids, bro. I'm coming up there and I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? Get real gutter with this shit because it's not like you came to me like, all right, hey, man, I know not even an apology. You know what I'm saying? Not even an apology. And it's like, bro, after all this time, and I thought we were friends with the trust level that we had where you're at my house, my family knows you, your family knows me, and all this stuff was going on, bro. It's like, dog, it came to a point where I was just seeing red. Yeah. Like, if I see this dude outside, it's on point. You know?
On site.
On site. So anyway, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just let it ride. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Something better is coming.
I was with you when you paid that last loan payment. He
Yeah.
was in the car. I was in the car with him. Yeah. He's like, yo, I'm about to pay the last of it.
Last of this payment. Bro, that was a hole that dude put me in, man. I had to dig myself out. And, you got kids and you got all these things just coming at you at one time. And I'm like, bro, it was crazy. So when you guys... When we came to Corey house and I was hearing this for the first time, what y'all went through.
I remember that like yesterday.
I told y'all what I went through.
Yes.
And we were drinking around the table. And we're like, bruh. So individually we're doing our own thing and it's not working.
Right.
What the fuck are we doing? And it's not like we don't know how to come together, put our heads together and make something work.
Right.
You know what I mean? So at that point, I guess this is how this situation
The
comes
seed
to
was
fruition.
planted.
Right.
The seed was
seed was
planted that day.
Yeah, bro. That
seed was
that
planted
day,
that
and we're
day.
like, hey, today we're doing this, and at the same time, we're like, let's do this LLC thing, and
Set everything up. and
right
get
there,
this going.
just
But
start.
y'all know what
Let's
though?
get it going.
But y'all know what though? That day, we could have done all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like most people,
Yeah.
most times,
True.
we're gonna do that, do that, do that.
Right,
and
right.
Nothing.
Nothing
Not
It's
right,
flat.
right.
On the ground.
Yep.
I remember that same night we created a group chat,
Yeah. It was the follow up, man.
Yeah,
It's the
we did.
follow up.
and the ball went rolling
Yeah.
when, hey, we're gonna do this. Hey, we're gonna do that, and that's more like, yo,
Let's get right
Yeah.
to it.
of course.
Let's
Yeah.
get right
We
to
working.
it.
You know, we're not just talking about it.
Yeah.
We're being about it at this point.
Especially drinking, you're like, you know,
You know, sometimes
yeah,
yeah,
you know what I
having
mean?
a few
You
drinks,
have a
you
few
know.
drinks, so you talk.
And honestly,
Right.
This is gonna
Right.
wear off.
And
and it's
honestly,
like,
that's what most people do, man.
That's
It's-
what-
Yeah.
You know, and I've come to realize, like, you know, you realize more and more. You hear like some of the most successful people, they don't put a ounce of alcohol in their mouth. You know that?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like like we all from the islands. Like it's in our blood, dog. Like
have
that's
that oil, man.
we gotta have that oil, right? Like, you know,
sure.
but nah, it just goes to show, like, when you put a plan of action
Yeah.
together, like, it's just, man, it's liberating.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's
We
liberating.
can talk about it all day, but the biggest thing is the action.
I
That's
remember
the hardest part.
I remember when G hit me up. I'm not sure if he hit me up on the group chat or separately, and he was like, "Yo, we need a name. We need a name." And I was like, and it took me what, maybe 15 minutes, something like that. And I was like, "Give group." And at first it was, you know, I was like, "Yeah, good investments validate everything." But really and truly, deep down for me, it's good intentions validate everything. Because I believe, like, you know, you think about you make an investment, right? If it's good, if it's legit, if you get a return on it, or even make back your money even, that says a lot about the person who you're investing into's character,
Yeah.
right? So that's why I say, even though it's good investments, validate everything is good intentions, because we always have the best intentions at heart. We ain't out to screw or fuck over nobody.
Yeah.
And that was the origination, man. That was the birth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I remember, I was on Pine Island, bro. I'll never forget. I'm in the car, and I was reading an article about, I think it's four guys from Pennsylvania. They saved up $50 a week for a few years.
I think they bought a
sent you-
school.
Yeah.
They bought a school, turned into
I sent you
little
the article,
apartment
I'm like,
apartment units.
Oh, you tripping, man.
Yeah.
Let me just say, I don't think people really understand, but like every person that's sitting down here are super intellectual when it comes to certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, all right, you don't need nobody else on the outside to do anything. We could just put our brains together,
Right.
like how we always do, and
Right.
just make something happen.
Right.
And that's exactly what we did.
Yep.
We formulated the LLC,
Mm-hmm.
and we just first thing was first. I started going Georgia first to look at real estate.
Yes.
Make
Just
it
Macon, Georgia,
Yeah.
just to start looking at real estate.
Which is part of our start doing the
Big shout out
research.
to my homegirl Michelle, by the way. She's investing heavy out in Macon right now. So big shout out to her, Michelle Stone. You know yourself. So I went out to Georgia, Macon, a few times, right? But the problem was the spread is tight. You know what I mean? Your purchase price is good,
Right.
but when you do the rehab, the the ARV, when you think about expenses, etc., it just wouldn't work. And I think again, at his house drinking.
You had brought it to us, and we're you had brought the property to us, and
Yeah.
we're looking at it like, damn, this property is right. It's
Yeah.
cheap. It's good. But when you were talking about the spread on it, like,
The rehab.
And I-
yeah,
and I-
so
and I-
valid.
It's just
And I
tight.
think it got to, like, because you took, what, 2 trips out there?
Yeah, 2 trips.
And it got
I
to the
brought the contract to the second
Yeah,
time.
it got to the point where, you know, I think Patrick asked a question like, "Yo, what's out there?"
I was like,
Yeah,
what?
what's
And
out
then,
there?
Where
and
the
then,
fuck is
and-
what's next to
right,
it? Yeah,
right. And then I started doing my due diligence, and I'm looking, and I'm like, "Yo," I'm looking, and there's houses, but then you gotta drive like
Yeah.
however
Nothing
some odd
around.
ways
Oh,
to
yeah,
get
yeah,
to
Mhm.
you know what I mean, some population. So with that being said, we used our head and I was like, all right, you know, we could flip a house, but the likelihood of it being scooped up as fast
Yeah.
is probably, not gonna be that quick.
Yeah.
Or again, your spread. Like you said, you did more research on that, so you'd be able to
Yeah.
touch on that more, how much it would be. But that's we did our due diligence.
Yeah,
and
we
research.
made sure, because the thing is, we have to consider travel expenses. At that point in time, we didn't build a team in Georgia yet. We were going to ship our team
Yeah.
from here
Right.
to go to Georgia to do the work.
Right.
So we got to factor in room and stay, ship all the equipments up, and have them stay for a certain amount of
That'd be a
time.
cost.
And then when you calculate everything, it's like,
That'd be a lot of cost.
yeah, no, this is not going to work.
Financially made no sense.
Financially didn't make any sense.
Made no sense.
So I think having drinks over at Corey, what's out there?
Yeah.
Two things came up: Detroit.
Detroit
And
and Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Because I think you mentioned Detroit. If I remember correctly, I think you mentioned Detroit. And I was like, yeah, but I remember Detroit used to be the hub for all the manufacturing, right?
Right.
I was like, there's nothing
All
out
the
there.
all the
There's-
all the mills and
all the
stuff.
mills and all that. I'm like, all that manufacturing job is no longer there. So like,
It's like a ghost town.
it's like a ghost town out there, right? And when we did the research, houses were there cheap as shit, but I was like, there's nobody here.
Nobody's moving to
Nobody's
Detroit.
moving to
I'm sorry. No.
Sorry, Detroit, but
No.
ain't nobody moving from.
Nobody's moving. I'm supposed to move to Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm about to drop this money. And move. We were just trying to make
Yeah.
a financially sensible decision. It just, as investors, for right now, not to say it's not going to happen.
Right.
It just wasn't
Yeah, it wasn't the right
what we're looking
move,
for.
right?
at
And I
that
think
point.
one of you guys brought up Cleveland, and then we went on Google Earth.
Yes.
We went on
Yeah.
Zillow. And we looked up
Yes.
Cleveland, Ohio,
Yes.
and then we went on Google Earth. And I remember we
Yeah,
were sitting.
I didn't know where Cleveland was. It was like, if you think about it, right? If you think about Coming to America, you guys saw Coming to America,
Yeah.
the first one, and Homeboy was like,
I know
"Oh,
where you go with this.
Where are we gonna go to find your queen?" And Homeboy spun the globe, and it's like right there,
Right there.
right here. We go right here. And I think
Queens!
Queen, right? That's right, Queen. And I think that's how Cleveland came. Like
Yeah.
Cleveland, all
Cleveland
right,
came
Cleveland.
about, man, and we went on Zillow and we started looking at properties. We looked at spread, and Corey went on Realtor. What was it, Zillow?
It was realtor.com.
And he found
You found
our wonderful,
One and only.
wonderful,
God sent.
God sent realtor Jamie.
Yep.
He found her, and a week after we had the conversation at your house, was it me and you first that went?
I think so.
So Cleveland?
Yeah, it was. I think it's me and you.
It's you and
Yeah,
you
me
and
and
Patrick
you went the
first.
first time?
Yep.
It was
Yep.
the first time, yeah.
Man, we looked at properties, man. We looked at a lot of properties, and I think, was it on the first run that we bought that place, or it was on the second
It
run?
was, I think it was on the second.
The second run, we found a property that the guy owned. He had a whole parcel of properties.
Right.
I think it's like 84 properties, and Jeffries 7613 Jeffries Avenue was on.
That was
there.
our first baby.
I think he wanted like 40
He
something.
wanted 40.
like
It was
40,000
listed at 40.
Yeah, listed at
Yep.
40,000, but he was selling the whole parcel together.
Yeah.
Right.
Jamie is Jamie, being Jamie.
Yep.
Jamie figured it out,
What
and
the
we
magic?
bought that property for 34,000.
Yep.
We bought that property at 30
3-1.
with a full basement.
Full basement.
And
garage
listen,
in the
and he
back.
this is the thing. I think, and you realize now looking back at it, why he bit so quick on the offer.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we didn't get no fight, no counter
Yeah,
offers. Like,
nothing.
34,000? Yeah, sure, take it.
Yeah.
Man.
That was our first baby.
Yeah. So now you got to consider this, right? You got to consider. We have to consider now. All right, are we going to dig in our pockets to go do this, or we gonna find creative ways to make this happen?
Right.
I'm not gonna give the lender, but we figured out this in like 3 days.
Right.
Fund the deal,
Yep.
got the deal started, finished the deal, got over asking.
But before all that, though, we formed that LLC.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to when this came into reality, we formed that LLC, and we're like, hey, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do real estate, and this is what we're doing, right?
Right.
It's the follow up for me.
Yeah.
Because like we were saying, like, yeah, you could be drinking and shit, be like everybody talking shit, and then it just fizzles
It
out,
just
right?
dies
And-
out. It fades out.
But we were so in tune to like getting this shit together for us and having a goal and getting to that goal for all of us because we've been burnt,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And then the following day, I'm like, yo, so how we doing this?
Yeah.
Right? And when I said it, everybody was like, oh, so this nigga is really yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So
we
we're
doing
really doing this. And then so what our first thing was going to banks now.
Yeah.
That was
And let me just say
That
this.
was a
Let me
period
just
of time.
interject and say this real quick. Bro, do you recognize that we bet on ourselves and we have not lost not once yet?
Not once.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
recognize that?
Not once.
Like, think about it.
Not once.
We've done deals, bro.
Yeah.
We have not lost on one deal and
have
we
not.
bet on ourselves.
Yep.
But that bank run he was talking about, that was a time. I wish that you guys gonna see a picture one day. But do y'all realize how we did it over the course of a couple of days?
Yeah. Yeah.
We ran a
We
hefty
hit-
bag.
We
a
hit
hefty
every
bag.
bank
Yeah.
Yeah.
in about within a 15, 20-mile radius for some people, depending on where they live at.
Yeah. We
And we just had a bag,
We ran up a
and
bag.
we went to different banks. We did the footwork.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, the thing is,
We did the footwork.
You see, the thing is, it's like if you have cash to fund the deal, great. But not a lot of people are in a position that they have an influx of cash like that.
Right.
So if you don't have an influx of cash, you better have good credit.
Yeah.
Telling you right now.
We're gonna touch on that later. We're gonna
It's
touch
like,
on that.
hey, just like they say, cash is king,
Yeah.
credit is queen.
Yep.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, it really, there's really, when you look at it, there's really no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no excuse. You know, you could literally make something out of nothing. I mean, we're in 2025. You got social media now.
Information at your fingertips.
Information at your fingertips. There is so many avenues to make money.
Right.
It ain't even funny. You know what I mean? Like,
That's true.
so, and I always say this: the economy is slowly transitioning from. It ain't no more middle class.
Yeah.
It's either you down here or you up here.
Here.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm at the point right now. Like, if I ain't looking and seeing at least 50K in my account at all times, like, I'm nervous.
Nervous. That's
Straight
real.
up.
That's real.
Like,
That's
bottom line.
real, man.
You know, so
That's
it,
real.
it really, once you formulate a plan, like, have a plan for your money.
Yeah.
Like, you know this. You deal with clients all the time. Like, how many horror stories have you heard, you know, where they don't
Hundreds.
have a plan for the money
Yep.
and it gets screwed,
Yeah.
you know?
And that's let me just touch on that a little bit too. We're in a group setting, which means it's different heads that's looking at things from a different perspective, right? A person that's utilizing their credit for things, look at your situation. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So there are multiple clients that I've funded hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? And because you did not have a plan, you're ending up having to file for bankruptcy.
Right.
You're stressed out every single day because you never seen money like this before. Over pandemic, everybody's outside. Everybody's going on trips. Where all the trips at now? Where all the trip? No. I'm being serious though.
No, yeah.
But think about it. Really, really think about it. A lot of people that I've worked with on the funding side blew that money.
Right.
They literally blew all that money. So before you even think about running into the banks like we did, we already had a plan in place. We had a full structure of every single we even had a travel budget.
Right.
If you go over the travel budget, you coming out of your pocket for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got to have a plan in place before you dive into something.
Remember when we went to Cleveland too? We hit Cleveland banks too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we slapped up Cleveland.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
hit
Shout out,
Listen,
Yeah.
they're not
that is
sponsored by us,
motivation.
so we
Right.
won't bring them up. But we
Right.
slapped up Cleveland too.
That's
Yeah.
motivation.
Yeah.
That footwork.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how that flew over my head. I forgot about
but
that.
we
We,
did.
hit up Cleveland
We abused a few banks in
we
Cleveland
did,
too,
we
in a good
did.
way.
in that below freezing weather.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, we're calling from here, setting up appointments because we know we're gonna be in Cleveland at this
Yep.
certain day. We're setting up appointment with banks, so you gotta do the work, man.
You gotta do
Think
the
ahead of time.
Yep.
Like Gio said, plan.
Plan.
That's heavy. You
And
can't freestyle everything.
And then we got now into the project, and as you know, like we plugged our numbers.
Yeah.
The spread made sense.
Yeah.
Like when I say that spread made sense.
Yeah.
That spread made sense. But as you know, things can happen.
Life
And
gonna
things-
teach you
Let me
lessons.
tell you
along
something.
the
that
way.
I ain't even gonna say things. Let's just say that there are way more scammers out
out there, man. I'm telling you,
then
straight up.
then
They're
there are
scamming out there,
then
bro.
they are real people, and we don't mean out there like don't knock on Cleveland. Like Cleveland is
Everywhere, man.
Cleveland.
They're
They are
everywhere.
everywhere. They're
Everywhere.
here. We just talked about one right where we was introducing
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
at the end of the day, but like
we could have,
man,
Life's gonna teach you lessons.
we could have gotten burned really
Bad.
bad. Just luckily, like as I said, it's 4 of us. So there are certain things that I'm not looking at that this guy is looking at.
Right.
He's looking at, and he probably might drop in the group. Hey, hold on, before you pay this person, look at this first.
Right.
Before we go any further here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So on that first deal, on that first deal, we ended up having to fire a contractor.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then the crazy thing is, when I meet somebody and I'm having a conversation with you, you see, once we go like this, and I shake your hands, like that's it. We ain't got to be talking about anything else.
That's it.
But
That's it.
this is where I would say we had to learn.
Yeah.
Between us, when we do that, ain't no talking back and forth. This is what we agreed on.
Right.
Ain't no back and forth about this, that, and the third. This is what we agreed on. That's what I'm expecting you to do.
Right.
But unfortunately, this world outside is a cold, cold world outside. And-
That contract saved our ass.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily,
Remember,
Corey said,
remember, anything that you do with anyone in this real estate game,
contracts.
have a contract
Cover
ready.
your ass.
It's going to cover you. It's going to
Cover
cover them.
them.
Right.
Right?
Cover your ass.
Just make sure those paperwork are in order. Signature.
Unless you figure out a way to stay ahead of the money,
Yeah.
Right.
which we kind of formulated that now. Like,
Yeah.
you know, shout out to Beyond.
Beyond win.
You know,
Shout
yeah,
out to
man.
Beyond
We're
win.
gonna talk about that later.
Yeah. Stay ahead of the money.
Yep.
But yeah, we ended up having to fire that contractor because, you know, it was just a lot of things that weren't being done up to speed, up to the level of work scope that we wanted it to be done. And to be honest with you, I think it's probably his first time seeing that much money in cash.
Yeah.
So he would tell me, yo, I'm in Vegas or I'm in Miami, I'm on
Yeah.
the block, you know what I mean? And I'm like,
Now what you doing over
bro,
there?
what you doing?
The project done?
Aren't you supposed to be working on our project, bro? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
He was living a life.
And, you know,
Man,
come to
having
find
a
out-
good old
having a
time.
good
Oh, yeah.
time, and he kept asking for money and deal with just certain things that weren't done. So it got to a place where we just decided, like, you know what, it's time for you to get up out of here. You know what I mean? Time to get your stuff, get up out of here. And I think you connected us with someone,
Yeah.
and he came in and finished the project, and that person did an awesome job.
Very
Really,
Job well done.
went through, but charges an arm and a leg. But I understand why.
Right.
The
Well,
other
he had
person
to
did a
redo
horrible
everything. He
job.
had
Yeah,
to
did a horrible job.
redo
and-
everything. So
And you know, on that project, we didn't lose. We got 18,000 over asking.
Yes.
Got 18,000 over asking on that project. And again, we always get together, and we said, let's pause for a second, because we don't want that to happen again,
Right.
right? So, Jamie, as Jamie being Jamie,
you guys gonna meet Jamie.
you guys will meet Jamie soon. Jamie found us an off the market deal, man,
Yep.
Yes.
in South Euclid.
God bless Jamie, man.
Yeah, man, that deal
Right.
was a solid deal.
Jamie, you're a real one.
We got that off the market deal, and then once we started that project, we decided that, you know what, we need to start building a team there, because if
Yeah.
we're gonna be on the ground, we got to start building a stronger team of contractors and different individuals that we could possibly work with, right?
And this be a relationship with them
yeah.
and know how to work. We're gonna be with you guys. We're gonna
Yep.
be. We're gonna always gonna use you guys for us. So we need them to be loyal
Yeah.
to us. Relationships is another thing we're gonna be talking about.
Yeah.
Building relationships
Yeah.
in any way possible. As you can see, this relationship right here, we like you said, a team. We're just gonna be loyal to us in a relationship type of way.
Yeah.
Goes a long way.
Yep.
You guys gonna find out a little later.
Yep.
So
Oh, we got horror stories.
So here's a crazy thing. After the contractor that finished the first house now because we saw a certain level of work, we gave him a certain amount of money. Even though he hit us over the head, we still had a great spread on that property.
great.
Yeah,
It was
great
great.
spread. So we paid him the money.
Right.
But communication started dying down.
It gets to a point, when you give a certain amount of money to somebody,
Yeah.
like let's not get it twisted. Like, I'm hiring you.
It's not the other way around.
It's
right?
not the other way around, right?
I shouldn't be calling you back to back to get an answer for something that I'm paying you to do.
right.
And
And
it's like
yeah.
sometimes I don't want to be an asshole, but technically, like, I could be a real dick to you if I choose to.
Right.
But we're not those set of individuals. You know what I mean?
Right. I've always learned, like, the calmer I am, the more calculated I could be.
Yeah.
So what happened in that situation was it got to he had a lot of personal issues going on, and we all do. I sympathize with that.
Yeah.
But when it gets to the point where you're replying to messages when you feel like,
That's a problem.
and then you're asking, we ask you something, and then you're replying with, "Oh, send that bread," or
Like,
it's that
who
kind
you talking
that kind of
to?
atmosphere. Like, I don't know who the fuck you talking to.
yeah.
You know
Like,
what I
who
mean?
you
Like,
talking to, bro?
like
I
it's
think when he said that, everybody in the chat was heated.
yeah.
You know what's crazy? I was in 1717 residence when I got that text message. I called him immediately,
Yep.
furious,
Yep.
because I ended up having to stay in Cleveland for like 8 days that trip, bro.
Right.
So much was happening back to back.
And you know what? I'm a huge proponent. Like, my mom always say, kill a dog but give them their character, right?
Yeah.
It was one of those things that when we paid him, like, we didn't have to formulate what finishes to do, this and that. Like, he hit the ground running, and his work was great,
Great.
yes,
You
phenomenal.
gotta give it to him.
I gotta give it to
Gotta
him,
give
but
it to him.
the
what
aesthetics was
Gotta
there.
give it to him.
what came in the middle of that
Quality
was the
was there.
ego.
Yeah.
And I think because he knew that,
much
okay,
ego.
he did great work, he was reputable, he wasn't running off with anybody's money.
Yep.
It kind of gave him a sense like, nah, y'all on my time.
Yeah.
When it really
the
and
other way
truly
around.
it's the other way around.
All the way around.
You
so,
know?
so that kind of put us in a space where we're like, you know what? Let's go seek some help, man.
Right.
And me and Corey went to infield training.
Yep. Beyond wins in Cleveland infield
And I don't
training.
care what anybody say.
Shout out to Beyond.
You still didn't go to infield training yet. This man, you know what his response was? Oh,
Y'all got
going.
it?
Y'all going. That's
Y'all
all
got
I need to know. He's
Y'all
like,
got it?
Y'all got it.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So we
But
went.
the thing too about it, man, is I was looking at it from a standpoint of just keeping some money, right?
Yeah. We spent some money. on that.
We did spend some money on that infield training. We had you guys go first, and then Danny went, and I'm like, well, if you guys did it already, and when Danny went, it was the same situation.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense for me to go when you guys already had the knowledge and everything and the know-how and the ways of navigating through Cleveland. I'm like, let's hold on to this bread and use it for something else. And whatever knowledge you guys have, just imparted on me, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
But
And again,
when I just didn't want to give you no money.
hey, big shout out to y'all, man. Real solid dude,
Yeah.
So we ended up doing the infield training, and then we got right into his mentorship.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And we did that. I think it's 4 weeks. I think we did a 4-week mentorship, and I took 2 important things from that mentorship: his resources, was the most important part of it. That man gave us access to trustworthy contractors.
Yeah.
Like you name it, every single person that I've communicated with from that resource list has been A1, 100% A1. Like I have no worries whatsoever when it comes to anybody from that. You know what I mean? And just the network of people that's in his mentorship. Like we bounce ideas. Like Dre pulled up on us the other day at one of our homes that we have in Cleveland Heights, just to kind of kick game, talk about what's going on in the market, blah blah blah, and we just kind of feed off each other to try to get all of us in the right
And
direction.
let me tell you, the support system,
Yeah.
like, is real. Like when you're on social media and you see that people posting their projects and their reels and stuff like that, and they send you responses or there's fire emojis or clapping or like, I just love to see like people engaging
Yep.
and like cheering other people on. Like it's enough out here for everybody. Like why hate? I never got that. The only people who hate are insecure people.
People who ain't doing nothing.
Who ain't doing nothing.
Period.
Right? So it's like, don't ever think, you never judge a person by what they have. You never know what they had to go through to get it, man.
Absolutely.
Like, and shout out to all the Cleveland closers.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to the
shout out to everybody doing real estate in general. Like, just it's not easy.
It's not an easy game.
But it's very lucrative. It's very rewarding. And if you just stay consistent, and do your homework, and do your research, you will win. And I think most importantly, like, invest in yourself.
Yes.
You gotta invest in yourself.
Because we went from when we invested in mentorship, we saved almost like 30 to 35% of our construction budget from his resource.
Right.
And that's that thing I was telling you guys about, that building relationships. You have to build. You can't see. I don't need nobody. There's a lot of people that think like that. I don't need nobody to do it. No, you can't do it on yourself. You got to build a relationship.
When I hear people say that,
What was it?
baloney, man.
What was it that you said? Remember when week one of the so let's just give you a little, like, Gio signed up for the mentorship, but we was taking notes. Like that's how
I say nothing.
We told him.
He
told
knows.
him. You know, but it's like, when G, I think I remember him saying that, he just got to a point where he wanted to fuck off with people in general. Just because you just constantly getting burnt. So it's just like, and I think I remember Win saying, like, yo, you're gonna block your blessings like that. And that really, really holds true. Yep.
We need each other to lift each other up, man. You're not doing it by yourself.
So I mean, just team. It's a team effort, man, and I think we're lucky here.
We are.
We're super blessed and I wouldn't even say lucky. We're blessed, and the reason why I'm saying blessed, at infield training, I know you guys have probably heard it. There's people from out of state that came to infield training by themselves.
Solo.
And they're like, yo, I'm trying to get my mans to get onto this. And
I think the most I saw,
has the mindset like
the most I saw is 2.
Yeah.
That's the most I saw, at least when I went.
Yeah.
Not to talk about 4. No, I saw 2 maximum. They came in pairs. But a lot of people out there solo.
Yeah. Bro, you see how I look at things now, bro? I'm 35, 30, what am I, 36?
36.
Something.
I'm the baby. Let's not forget. Let's not forget that.
But bro, when I keep seeing people like at our age, all they do is hang out and party, and don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with going on and hang out every now and then. But you ain't at my age, if you ain't got nothing to show for it, man, look, I ain't trying to offend nobody, but your priorities is fucked up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm at a point in my life right now, bro. If we can't add value to each other, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You're wasting time.
If we cannot add some type of value to each other,
wasting time.
What are we doing?
Wasting time.
Because I'm not going to be gossiping with you on the phone. Right. I'm not going to be talking bad about somebody else on the phone with you. What's that going to do for us?
Right.
Yeah.
We not kids no more, man. All of us got kids. Well, still are guilty, you know? You don't know what he's waiting. You know what I mean? But we got kids, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Think about future.
We got to think the bigger picture now.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got to think the bigger picture. And I think that that's one of the things where, like, again, to win's community, like, you see it, community,
Yes.
relationship,
Yes.
community.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I see commercial real estate in our plans.
Yes.
Apartment buildings, plazas. I don't mind actually getting into new construction. That was something we was talking about the other day.
Yep.
There's so many different avenues that we could take and that we could grow to.
Yeah.
And obviously, like we all know, if you do your research, like the world's most successful people, like majority of their wealth started out through real estate. And I think, I just think it's no limit to what it could be and what Give Group could grow into. I believe in our brand. Like, I'm 100% devoted to it. I think I'm running out of space for ink, but y'all gonna see a Give Group tattoo real soon. But yeah, commercial real estate, man, like just closing bigger deals, more complicated deals. Like I'm getting used to like being a problem solver. You know what I mean? Like, I think and that's why, having the different personalities, that is why I think we work, because I always want to be ahead of the game.
Yeah.
I'm the one that will see things coming 10 steps ahead. But I also walk with a lot of anxiety sometimes.
Yeah.
Whereas in that man, he's always the one like, man, we worry about it when it get here. I'm like, shit. I'm like, I want them fucking problems. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's him. For sure.
That's him
We
all.
worry about it when it gets here.
That's him all day, dog. And like, it. But like I said, and that's why we work. You can't have two. The goal should be like-minded. But the personalities should be completely different, and they should offset and balance each other to a greater good.
Yes.
And I think we also have a thing here where, say, us two are strong about something, he's strong about it, but he's not feeling it at all. Well, let's vote.
Yeah.
Just
It's
know
majority rules.
Just know, people, that this is not a dictatorship.
Yeah,
This is
it's majority rules.
a democratic
Yep.
situation that we have here. So if there's something that needs to be done to one of our properties or whatever we're getting into,
Yes.
and we're not sure about it, we just vote on it.
And this happens
And this
more often
happens
than not.
more often
Yeah.
than
That's
not.
when you gotta check your pride and ego.
Yeah.
And I remember when, like, I just want to say one thing. Like, I remember when I was a young, fresh out of school, 21, 22 coming in. Remember when you used to plan the quarterly outings?
Yeah.
Like,
Our quarterly
I was
brunches.
just
Quarterly
looking at-
brunches.
You remember? I was looking at some photos of us at Blue Martini.
Blue Martini,
Man,
YOLO
that-
vibe.
Wednesdays, man.
Like, just to go back and touch on that though, like them times, there were times like we wasn't doing bottle service in them days.
No.
We wasn't, right? And there was times when like literally I'd be like, yo, I ain't, and it was always, yo, I got you, especially you. And I love you for that. Like, I just want to say, like, it's such a great safe space, knowing that we're all at a point now where we can be comfortable, we can help each other, we can like,
Very vulnerable.
be vulnerable amongst one another. And I think, like, and I said it to clear as day, like, no man sitting here in this room will ever fall. I don't give a shit.
And the crazy thing is, like, we'll go out and you don't know who is who or who got the bread or who is, like, the way how we just operate.
Yeah.
You can't really tell what's happening here.
Yeah.
Who is the guy?
Yeah.
Is it all of them? Like, what's, you know what I mean? And I kind of like that.
Yeah.
All of us just kind of like.
People's flabbergasted, not like even, and that's what I tell you, man, like, society is a trip, because a lot of things that people do, especially on social media and this and that, like, it's damn true. They really ain't living that life.
Facade.
It's a facade. You go out there and it's just like, this person, okay, you got a section, right? But they making sure they pull up about 15 minutes before y'all gotta leave, so they ain't gotta contribute to the bill. do that strategically.
Damn.
You know that, like
ain't
people
never
do
heard
that.
that.
People
Bro,
do that,
bro,
dude.
It's at a point now with us, bro. And when we go out and we actually do get a section,
Right.
don't even bring the sparkles to us. We
Right.
don't need that attention.
Yeah.
That's trash.
Yeah.
Don't bring that attention.
Like you were saying, all our goals are aligned. Obviously, what he said about the commercial real estate, commercial real estate is the pinnacle for me. And real estate, it is the pinnacle
there too.
in real estate.
It's a lot more money there too.
They say if your dreams don't scare you, then you're not dreaming hard enough.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
I want Give to become a machine that runs itself. Let me tell you something. Walmart is a machine that runs itself. If 10 managers quit Walmart today,
It's still
Walmart
going.
won't even know it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
The
still going.
wheel keeps turning.
It keeps going.
It'll keep turning.
Keeps going. Keeps going.
In our individual other jobs that we're doing right now, if somebody quits, it will keep running. It will keep running.
Yeah.
And that is the goal that I see for Give.
Yeah.
It will scare you like, damn, that's a mega
Yeah.
type of company where the wheels just keep turning.
Right.
Right.
That is where I see Give.
And I think
That's where I see. That's what I want to see Give.
all of these things that we're going through, even the big wins, the small wins, the L's, the disappointment, it's building us. It's building character for us. to get
Absolutely.
there.
Absolutely.
It's building all of us to get there.
I always go back to this. Somebody said it, and I was like, "It's building that callus." You working out at the gym, you know what I mean? You want to become big.
I got him.
You gotta have callus.
Look at pretty Ricky. Look at pretty Ricky over here.
Hold on out of couch.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, gloves, man. Oh, gloves, man.
Listen, that character, that your L's, the pain, you have to. My dad always says you have to burn the midnight oil. If you don't understand what that means, Google it. You gotta burn
Burn the
it. You
midnight.
want to become successful, you have to do the work.
And while we're doing the work, I don't want anybody to get this twisted. Individually, every single person right here has a goal for Give individually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether it may be, okay, this person between now and the end of the year, he needs to be debt free, or this person is trying to save up to 200,000 between now and the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like, we have a company goal, and then individually we all have a goal for the business.
Yes. Right.
You know what I mean? So, and I think that's something that's kind of important, and keep the fire burning.
Right.
Because it's constantly, there is something we're working towards.
Yes.
I wanted to touch on something you said earlier, because you mentioned something about the anxiety of when we're getting into, let's say, get a property and doing our due diligence, and you're like, man, I don't know, and I'm the one be like, man, fuck that, you know what I mean?
Let's run it.
Let's run it.
Yeah.
And the reason why for me, the reason why I don't have any fear like that is because I know whenever this, and we've gone through this, whenever a situation comes up, we've always solved it.
We figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
It's
figure it
never a
out.
time that
Yeah,
something happened and we're stuck,
We're stuck.
right? And
We
that's
figure it out.
and that's the reason why I
figure it
never
out.
have a fear, because I know with all of us combined, it's gonna get resolved. So that's why I'm like, hey, fuck that. When it gets here, we deal with it. When we always
I
deal.
think it's a very good balance that we do have. You see it 10 paces ahead.
Yeah.
You prepare for it to come,
prepare
because
for
we're
it
gonna
to
jump
come.
over it.
We go when it comes, we're gonna jump. We're gonna get it.
That balance is it's needed. It's like yin yang. There has to be a balance. Imagine if we all operate the way you do.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Oh,
crazy.
man, it's
Right,
gonna,
right,
It's
right.
gonna be crazy if
Then,
that's the case.
or
But-
we all
or-
have anxiety.
Or we have anxiety all the way through.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Man.
I think it's much
Right.
needed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's much needed.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? What's a good... we've never done this before. If you could describe each other person but yourself with one word, what would it be?
On the spot. That's on the spot. You know what? Let's have you start off.
Me?
Yes.
Nah, y'all. I asked the question. I came up with the mic drop. Y'all got. It's up to y'all.
In one word.
One
One,
word.
each person in one word.
I think my word for Corey is diligent.
Calculated. Super
Yes.
calculated.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Because in everything that you do, you make sure that you're gonna find all the angles
Mm-hmm.
of what is to come, like we were talking about. Like you see it, so you're preparing for it. You know what I mean?
Nerd.
Definitely nerd.
But that's yours.
Definitely.
That's yours. I want to hear his. I want to hear
From
his.
here, it's diligent.
Diligent. What would you give Gio?
Gio, fuck.
Uh,
Let me come back to Gio.
Shit. So now my head's on the.
Yep. Olaf, you got to give a word about that.
Danny, I gotta
yeah,
go.
with Danny.
I gotta go. Okay, y'all go ahead with y'all words, but I know I got 2 words for y'all. It's up there. I just need to put it up.
My word for Corey's nerd, and the reason why I'm saying this is because the word nerd, it just a person. The stigma is like a smart person, bookworm, but when you really think about the fundamentals of every single component that we do, how Corey thinks 10 steps ahead. What if this happens? And the fact that he's able to stay calm as a mother, like 24/7 is super, super, super important for us. You know? So for me, I would go with the word nerd, not just the fact that he's intellectually like one of the smartest persons I've ever met in my life, but just his overall thought process and how he views things. That's what my word for him would be, nerd.
Okay.
Patrick.
I don't even want to hear this shit. I don't even want to hear this shit.
Patrick is kind of like, I can't use one word because there's 2.
He's got multiple
He
personalities.
has multiple personalities.
They
Yep.
said you're crazy.
Yeah, not in a bad.
Right.
Bro, anybody knows this man. Once he has 2 drinks, it is one of the most fun person to be around.
Yep.
Anybody that knows him knows this.
Yep.
But then you have the side where he's like, all right, cool. When Patrick is in one of those modes, he's like super calm. Okay, well, this is what we need to do. Let's get this done. Believe it or not, he's a fucking planner.
Yeah.
He's a super, super planner.
Yeah.
So you give him planner?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a planner. He's like, all right, we need to do this. All right, I'm going to do this. Once I get it done, I'm going to let you guys know that this is what I'm going to run into.
Yep.
This is, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I would give him a planner. But then once he drinks,
The plan goes out the window.
The plan goes out the window.
But normally when we're going in depth about like business stuff, we don't really drink too much to where it's going to interfere with our business. You know what I mean? Danny, man.
Oh boy.
No.
Chop.
I would say rational.
You know, that's my word.
Danny's super rational, man.
That's my
Nah,
word.
you can't cheat.
When I say
No.
I've
I
never met a person
was.
that's like, and you're a human, bro.
Some people are not gonna agree with you.
No, some people may not. Some
For
people
us,
may not, bro.
for
But
us,
I'm
bro,
telling you,
for real.
you are a very rational
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Like some things that has transpired behind closed doors with us, and just how you give everybody so much grace, bro.
Yeah.
Like you so much grace.
Yo,
that
he's
is-
lit.
You're legit.
No, but-
You're legit. The media. You bring
Yeah, like,
bring everybody back down to a
You
certain
bring everybody
level.
back to
Yes.
it. To it,
Yes.
For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Then we'll be like, oh, okay, guys, all right, let's take a second here.
For sure.
So now, that's Danny. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So that's my word for you, bro. You know what I mean?
All right. For me, I feel for Patrick, if I'm gonna go buy a car, I'm gonna bring Patrick with me. Cause they're gonna say, "Hey, that car is $100 grand." Patrick gonna be like, "Okay, I got 40."
Try to get
Do
a
what
deal.
What you want to do with it?
Do what you want to do with it. That's facts. Do what you want to do with
I
it.
got 40.
This is all I got.
Hey, but hey, let's say, is it there you gonna take it?
Take
Are
it
you
or leave
gonna
it.
are you gonna let this car sit for another 2-3 months on your lap?
Man,
That's very
man.
important. That's very important because a lot of times,
Yeah.
and that transitions into some of the properties. Like, listen, we see this property for this much, and we say a certain number, and Patrick comes below that, and he's like, they will offer it, and it's
They take the offer.
so you need that.
Yep.
We think we're
Yep.
lowballing, but I think Patrick is more grounded in no. This is how much we're paying.
Nothing tried, nothing done.
Yeah.
So
And that's how I see it.
Yeah.
if I go buy a car or anything big ticket item, I'm a big Patrick with me. For Gio, man, I would say Gio will be, well, I'll give like an educator, a teacher, which really streams a line with what he does. Also, like, I feel he knows a lot financially, and no matter how many times I call this guy, I might blow up his phone 50 times in one day. Hey, so what does that do? What does that mean?
I'm there, man.
He
Man,
will
there's a
explain.
wealth of knowledge, man.
A wealth of knowledge. Thank you.
Wealth of knowledge.
A wealth of knowledge.
Walking around.
That's what I'll give Gio. This man right here, Corey, man, you better not lie. Do not lie.
This man does not.
Because he has a memory of an elephant.
Yep.
Hey, so what's the credit card number for that card we used 3 years ago? And this guy will give you the full number, expiration date,
Yep.
and the numbers in the back.
Pretty scary.
Yeah. It's
He
pretty damn
has,
scary.
he has very, very good memory. Like, he will recall everything like this.
So,
And-
so it's the same thing where when he did his real estate test, and I think he passed the test. Patrick was like, "The fuck you thought?" Like,
That's true.
Like,
That's
true.
He read the book once.
expect
and
anything less?
You expect anything less?
So that's
Like,
a
come on.
that's another thing too. Like a lot of people don't know, but I'm also a licensed realtor here in Florida
Yes,
under
yes,
with Keller Williams.
Yep.
But yeah, like, and it goes back, not to go off topic, but it goes back to investing in yourself. Like, one of us had to delve in and know the ins and outs. Like, yeah, it varies state by state, but I can go in and tell you what, an addendum is, or, how certain things should be worded in a contract. And, it's just certain things that we don't miss out on that we already know. And I realized that I was at such an advantage already while I was taking the class, that I knew so much stuff already. And it just went back to it, like, invest in yourself at all costs.
Absolutely. So, I mean, that's just, apart from just
Yeah, that man
memory, I think I would give him.
remembers everything, bro.
He also, I feel like he's, like we said, very calm demeanor. His way of thinking and it rationalizes things is very mellow. So I definitely, that's what I would give Corey.
My turn now. Danny, one word: family.
Yep.
This man right here,
Yep.
he lives and breathes family. And it's the one thing that just, like, I just know every time that I pay attention a lot, and every time is, you're dealing with the kids.
Yep.
Yes.
When you're not dealing with work, it's just, you're just all around family. And I don't mean that even within your own family. I mean within that family.
Transition over here, yeah.
Like, it's transitional. The other day, like, everybody knows at my house, like, big sis throws down.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the other
Yes.
day she was making some red pea soup, and I posted a pot in the chat, and Danny was like, "Yo, I'm coming through." And then Patrick was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
I'm on deck. I'm on the way."
I'm on the way.
So, but family, man, and that transitions to within your own family and within Give Group. And I commend that, because he has certain values, and, like, not for nothing, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Good dude, a straight shooter. And what you see is what you get with him.
Golly.
Yeah.
That's the word.
G. If I have one word that could describe it, it's consistent.
Yes.
For sure.
When you talk about consistent, like consistent with business, consistent in life, consistent in, and I think this what hones this. This is probably the most important. Consistent with checking in. I always say that I could do a lot better of a job at checking in on people. Sometimes I get tunnel vision. I'm very, there's advantages to being this way, and I commend y'all for thinking that of me, but I'm very hard on myself, as everyone knows. And I think you're always the one to be like, yo, you got to give yourself some grace. And I don't do enough of that, and I'm learning to do that more and more. But he has a level of consistency that I haven't seen in a lot of people close to me. And it's just drive. It's consistent.
That's very true.
Your positivity is consistent. Like, you could be going on with so much shit and nobody will never know.
That's a fact.
Right? Because your positivity is contagious. Right? You can't help but to bring joy around people. Right?
Before you go further, let me piggyback on that, because my word for him is dedicated. Right? It's dedication to his craft, like when he's doing his credit thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying, where he's walking around with a wealth of knowledge, because he made sure that he goes through every avenue to get all the information that's needed. His dedication to anything that he's doing, he's gonna give 100% on it. You know what I'm saying? And if he fails, he fails 100%. But if he's successful, he's gonna be dedicated to whatever he's doing. Right. And it's gonna be 100%. So that's my word for him.
My sister told me, why your personality is so extreme, bro? Like, she's like, it's like if you're doing it 1,000%, or it's like, I'm not doing shit.
Right.
But that's just
you.
Just me, bro.
That's just you.
Just me, man.
Let's see, Patrick. One word for him is I gotta use the word adapt. He has the ability to adapt to any situation. When I mean from a professional standpoint, to a social standpoint, to a business standpoint, like there's been times where, like, something's going on with the finances and he pulls something out the hat, like, yo, let's do this. I would have never thought of it.
Yes.
His ability to adapt is crazy. Everybody know that when Patrick's sober, he's one way. Right? That's why I say socially he can adapt too.
He adapt,
like you can bring him in any social setting. Any one of us here, actually, we could be amongst the boys. We could walk into a meeting with suits. You will never, trust me, bet on us if you want to. You know what I mean? Play with it. Pull up if you want to.
Play with it if you want to.
but the ability to adapt and just a second word is a level of care. Like, it's been times I call him out on his shit, and I tell him always, like, everybody know Patrick's stubborn as fuck, right? But there's a level of care that I've seen from him over the years, where it's just that, he's not putting himself first. I've seen it plenty of times. He may not notice, but it's always like, I got you, and that's within everybody here, but you don't hear it enough, so you got to hear it.
I appreciate you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The first episode of 100% Transparency.
For sure.
One of many.
Yeah.
When it's come, we're going to be dropping a wealth of knowledge. It's coming soon.
And I'll see you guys on the next episode.